Logan from Newsday.
Hi, Steve. Last game in Philadelphia, you guys had a poor shooting night from three-point range. Joe only took 2 shots, didn't make either one. Was there a concerted effort to get back to your game from three-point range and to get him involved in particular?
I think just typically, Philly's I think second best defense in the league, and it was a little tougher opponent, especially shorthanded a little bit. Whereas tonight, Charlotte, they play really hard. They're a good defensive team, but they do give up threes, and so it's just a component of the game. And I think Joe got some rhythms, but overall, obviously, we shot over 50% from three, moved the ball pretty well, and we're efficient offensively, other than the turnovers.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Dave, from that point, maybe midway through the first to midway in the second, where you kind of seized a little bit of control, that looked to be the only time you really got a handle on them defensively, being able to get stops. What was the key in that stretch to you?
I thought the second unit was outstanding, just matching their intensity. I think they did it in the second half too. I thought that was also a place where we got a handle on them, for a period when the second unit was in there. So they just played really hard. They played together. They were active in both their stints. I think you look, Blake, Landry, Nick, Bruce, it's plus 22, plus 25, plus 14, plus 24. So just outstanding effort from that group, matching their energy and being physical and making it difficult for them.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Steve, we've talked about you guys being a bit thin in the backcourt because of injuries and having to get creative with ball handlers and playmaking. You had 37 assists on 47 field goals, and I think 4 guys with 5 or more assists. Just what do you think of the playmaking by committee, especially given, your roster situation?
Great. I think we got bogged down at times trying to isolate against a team that really loads up and kind of zones well on isolations. We had 18 turnovers, which, obviously we want to clean up, but the assist totals were great. And, for us to move the ball like that and create opportunities and to not think as much as just continually attack, I think that helped us out, especially in the second half where we kind of got going offensively.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Coach, two semi-related questions. One, Kevin, I believe, had 11 assists tonight. Just what did you see from him from a playmaking standpoint? And two, Kevin can just dribble up the floor and shoot over anybody, it seems like. So how do you balance that, his ability to do that whenever he wants to versus getting into the flow of the offense?
Yeah, Kevin has the freedom to dribble up and shoot, and he's good at that. However, I think you want to be on top of people's rim and on their paint and constantly put pressure on the defense, let them make mistakes so it's not all home runs. They foul you, they miss a rotation, they make a B, or they're in rotations, you get on the glass. That's a really efficient, long-term, sustainable kind of offensive theory in my eyes. But, they loaded up really well on Kevin's isolations tonight, and he delivered, made some great passes. I thought really brilliant in that he kept it simple a lot. He had a few turnovers early, but then he kept it simple and just made, the correct read, put it on the money, and that's a facet of his game that may be underappreciated.
Tom Dowd with BrooklynNets.com.
Hey, Steve, just looking at the three-pointers again with that comparison to the other night, do you feel like defenses generally impact volume more than a percentage of the team shoots? Does the percentage kind of come back more to just make or miss on your guys' part?
I would say generally that could be the truth, but there are teams that give up threes, but really fly at you and do a good job of holding your percentage down. So I don't think that's like a black and white thing. I think, there is a gray area where some teams speed you up. So it feels like you're getting a lot of threes, but you're maybe rushing them or you feel under duress. So I think it depends on the team. It also depends on the night. And, but this is a team that the way they kind of get in the gaps and try to keep people out of the paint. And they do give up threes. They do get in closeouts, which can give up threes as well. So, just their style, they are, I think, a 13th defensive team in the league. So they're a good defensive team, but they do happen to give up threes, and we have 3-point shooters, and it is a make or miss league tonight. We made it.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate it.
Great. Good night, everybody.